That words an individual person knows.
Yeah. So based on the given definitions of vocabulary, it is obvious that vocabulary is considered the most important part of any language. Learners can't read, write, listen, and speak a foreign language without having enough knowledge of the vocabulary. Learning new vocabulary doesn't only memorizing the form of the word, but also understanding its meaning to use it appropriately. Thus, vocabulary is all the words in any language that has meaning and are used by people to express themselves in different situations. So first up, how can we pronounce the word
Sakshi,
vocabulary?
while you are not speaking, please mute yourself. Yeah, Sakshi. Okay, thank you.
Vocabulary. Vocabulary. Vocabulary.
So this is how we pronounce the word vocabulary. All right, sorry for the interruption.
Vocabulary.
So this is how we pronounce the word vocabulary. So we will proceed to our first vocabulary word. Entitlement. So the first word is entitlement. How can we pronounce the word entitlement?
Entitlement. Entitlement. Entitlement.
Okay. So the word entitlement is a noun having the meaning of having a right to something. So it is a noun which means having a right to something. And the synonyms of the word entitlement or license, grant, allocation, right. For example, the government gives individual entitlement to the backward class for the right to education. So anyone who can give another example sentence of the word entitlement? Sir PM, Sachin, Priya, Prishan, Sakshi. Yes,
I
Sakshi.
couldn't
Let's go
hear
ahead.
you. Have you said something? I can't hear. Please, can you repeat?
Can you give an example or sentence regarding our first vocabulary word, which is entitlement? So
We
the
have
synonyms of the word.
Can I?
Yeah, sure, Sakshi, go ahead.
We have entitlement of saying something.
All right. So we have an entitlement of saying something, meaning we have the right to say something. That's correct.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sakshi. Any other example? All right, I will give another example. The entitlement must be made according to a strict set of criteria. The entitlement must be made according to a strict set of criteria. So are we clear with the first vocabulary word? So we shall proceed to the next one. The next one is allegedly. So first, let's check the pronunciation of the word allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Allegedly.
So that's the pronunciation of the word allegedly. So it is an adverb, which means something claimed without any proof. The synonyms of the word allegedly are reportedly, presumably, apparently. Example, the police arrested 3 people for allegedly stealing money from the bank. The police arrested 3 people for allegedly stealing money from the bank. Is it clear? Anyone who can give another sentence example? Yes,
Okay.
Sakshi.
Yeah.
Want to give another example?
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right.
It is said allegedly that
How
she
can
is
the
the
how can
person.
the government allege uh, wait. How can you allegedly arrest me? Is it correct?
Can you please repeat your sentence?
How can you allegedly arrest me?
How can you allegedly arrest me? How can you allegedly arrest me?
Can I give an example?
Yeah, please. Can you give another one? So allegedly means something claimed without any proof.
Allegedly, it is allegedly reported that they are dating.
Yeah, that's correct. They are allegedly reported, or they are reported that they are allegedly dating. So that's correct. Thank you, Pooja. Another example is the issue about the celebrity is allegedly true. So it is something claimed without any proof. So let's proceed to the third vocabulary word. Our third vocabulary word is exaggerate. So first, let's check the pronunciation of this word.
Exaggerate. Exaggerate. Exaggerate.
So exaggerate.
Exaggerate.
So that's a pronunciation. Okay. So exaggerate is a verb which means saying something beyond the limits. The synonyms are overstate, overvalue, magnify. Example sentence. The teacher always exaggerates to explain the chapter. The teacher always exaggerates to explain the chapter. Any question about the word exaggerate?
Can you give some other example for this? I can't understand this word.
Okay. Another example. Don't exaggerate your story because people might think you're lying. Something. Or do not exaggerate your statement, or no one will believe you. So exaggerate means saying something beyond the limits. So can you give another example? Anyone? We have a lot of
Yeah,
people
sir.
here.
Sorry, my phone was hanging.
It's okay, Sakshi.
Yeah. Can you repeat?
Rishan?
I can give
Yeah.
an example.
Yeah, sure.
My colleague always exaggerates things. She doesn't speak to the point.
Can you repeat your sentence, Juvi?
My colleague always exaggerate things. She doesn't speak to the point.
All right. My colleague always exaggerates things. She doesn't speak straight to the point. Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
Thank you, Juvi, for your sentence example. Any other example about our...
Yes.
Yes, please.
My friend exaggerated about his experience about his visit to Manali.
Can you please repeat your sentence?
My friend exaggerated about his experience to visit about his visit to Manali. He exaggerated his experience about his visit to Manali. That's what I mean.
All right. He exaggerated his experience about his visit to
Manali. Any place you can say. Yeah.
All right. All right. That's correct. Thank you for your example, Samya. Now, I think we shall proceed to our next word. Our next word is downpour. So what is the pronunciation of downpour? Let's check.
Downpour. Downpour. Downpour.
All right. So downpour is the noun, which means heavy rain. So it is another term for heavy rain. So the synonyms of the word downpour is rainstorm or thunderstorm. Example, the city was affected by floods due to a downpour. The city was affected by floods due to a downpour. Anyone who can give another example of the word downpour?
Recently in
Yes,
France,
Downpouring. It's downpouring since yesterday at my place.
Oh, can you please repeat?
Yeah, I'm saying it's downpouring since yesterday at my place.
Yeah, it is downpouring since yesterday. Right? Any other? Thank you, Julie, for your example. Any other example? Sakshi,
Can I?
are you ready? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nowadays there is a downpour in Mumbai.
Yeah. Nowadays, there is a heavy downpour in Mumbai. That's correct.
Mumbai.
Thank you, Sakshi. So let's proceed to our next word. Our next word is possession. Possession. Let's check the pronunciation.
Possession. Possession.
Can you hear the pronunciation clearly?
Possession.
yes, ma'am.
Possession.
All right. So possession is a noun, which means keeping in hold or control. So the following are the synonyms of possession: control, hold, seize, or capture. Example, this locket is my most prized possession. This locket is my most prized possession. Anyone who can give another example sentence of the word possession?
I have my possession on my
Hello
thoughts.
guys, how are you?
Can you please repeat your sentence, Pooja?
I have my possession on my thoughts.
I have my possession on my thoughts. All right.
Thoughts.
All right. Thank you, Pooja. Any other example? Maya, smile. Sir PM, SM. All right. I will give another example. Man's best possession is a loving wife. Man's best possession is a loving wife. All right. So,
Can I?
sure, Sakshi,
Can I?
go ahead. Yeah, sure.
We should have possession on our anger.
We shouldn't have possession on our anger. We shouldn't
Yeah.
have
We should
possession on
have.
our anger.
Is it correct?
All right. We shouldn't have possession on our anger. Can you rephrase your sentence, Sakshi?
We should have possession on our anger.
Can I?
All right. So we should. Yeah.
We
Go
should
ahead.
have.
Juhi,
Yeah.
wanna say
The
something?
ring, yeah, the ring I have is the most precious possession.
Yeah, I have the most precious possession. All right. So can we proceed to our next word? Okay, this one is kind of hard to pronounce. So let's check first the pronunciation of the word.
Sovereignty. Sovereignty. Sovereignty.
Can you hear it clearly, guys?
Sovereignty.
Yeah, sovereignty.
Sovereignty. Yeah, it's sovereignty. Sovereignty. So what is sovereignty? It is a noun which means power or authority. So the synonyms of the word sovereignty are freedom, command, domination, supremacy, independence, and self-rule. Example sentence: thousands of Indian freedom fighters sacrificed their lives for the sovereignty of India. Thousands of Indian freedom fighters sacrificed their lives for the sovereignty of India. So sovereignty means power or authority. So can you give another sentence example?
We all should have sovereignty about our life decisions.
All right. Can you please repeat, Pooja?
We all have sovereignty about our life decision.
All right. We all have the sovereignty about our life decision. Correct. That's correct. Thank you for your sentence. Any other example of our word sovereignty?
Because of sovereignty, sometimes he misuses the post.
Come again. Can you please repeat your sentence?
Yeah, because of sovereignty, sometimes he misuses his post.
All right. Because of the sovereignty, he sometimes tend to misuse his power or misuse his post. Correct. So I think we shall proceed to our next word. The next word is underpin. Underpin. Let me check the pronunciation of the word.
Underpin. Underpin. Underpin.
Yeah, that's underpin. So underpin is a verb which means to support from the base. It means to support from the base. So the synonyms of the word underpin are uphold, sustain, back, and corroborate. So we have an example here. Parents are those who underpin their children for their whole life. So parents are those who support their children for their whole life. So underpin means to support from the base. Any other example?
My father underpinned me since childhood.
All right. My father underpinned me since my childhood. Correct.
Yes, thank you.
Next example.
My brother have been play a role of underpin for my life.
My brother
have play a role of underpin.
All right. So
for my life.
We are discussing underpin as a verb. So your sentence, in your sentence, underpin serves as a noun. Yep. So We can say that my brother underpinned me since childhood or since my young age.
Yes.
Any question
Correct.
about it?
Sakshi.
Okay.
Yep. Provide your answer also. Example.
Yes. Can I?
Go ahead, Sakshi.
Okay. My coach underpinned me to be a best player.
Correct.
To be the best player in the
My
team.
coach underpins me to be the best player. Yeah, correct. Your sentence is correct, Sakshi. Thank you. Another example is our policy has been to underpin the law. Our policy has been to underpin the law. It means our policy has been to support the law. So that's our word. We shall proceed to our next word. Influence. So I think this is a very common word. Let's check the pronunciation first.
Influence.
So influence. So what is influence? It is a noun which means capability of putting an effect on something, somewhere, on someone. The synonyms of the word influence are command, pressure, rule, force, and effect. Example, the United States of America has a massive influence on the world. The United States of America has a massive influence on the world. Anyone who can give another example?
Yeah, Sandeep Maheshwari is a best motivational speaker. So whenever I listen to his videos, his words influences me.
All right. Can you please repeat your long sentence, Julie?
Yeah, Sandeep Maheshwari is a best motivational speaker in India. Whenever I listen to his videos, his words influences me.
All right. Your sentence is quite long, but it is correct. So thank you, Julie. Another example?
Yeah,
Sakshi,
The works of our Prime Minister influences us.
Can you please repeat, Sakshi?
Our Prime Minister, the work of our Prime Minister influences us.
All right. The work of our Prime Minister influences us. Correct. Pooja, can you add something?
Yeah, Ismaili. She is also providing. Ismaili.
Sir PM.
Yeah, Ismaili, go ahead.
Yeah, I told that the man influenced the boy for the drug addict.
All right, Smai, can you please repeat your sentence? Your voice is kind of low.
The man influenced the boy for drug addict.
All right. The man influenced the boy to drug addiction. That is the sentence. Thank you, Smile, for your example. So I think we shall proceed to our next word. Our next word is revamp. So let's check the pronunciation first.
Revamp. Revamp. Revamp.
So revamp. So what is revamp? It is a verb, which means to rebuild or repair. The synonyms are to restore, fix, renew, renovate, and remake. So I think this is a very easy word. For example, during the earthquake in Nepal, India helped to revamp its necessary infrastructures. During the earthquake in Nepal, India helped to revamp its necessary infrastructure. So anyone who can construct another sentence with the word revamp.
Yeah,
Can
my car broke down on the way to office, so I had to revamp.
Right, my car broke down on my way to office, so I had to revamp. Correct. Another example?
can I?
Sure, Sakshi, go ahead.
Trust can never be revamped.
Trust can never be revamped. All right, that's a heavy sentence.
Wow, that's too good. Sakshi.
Thank you, Sakshi.
Another person,
Yes,
Ismaili
Sakshi.
Pooja Pathak, SM. Please try to give your example, guys. Why you are silent?
My
Yeah,
father revamped our old home.
because of power cut, I'm
Okay.
just
Okay, one by one. 1 second. Ismaili, go ahead. Yeah. Ismaili, are you speaking?
Sri Lanka is trying to revamp its economy. Sorry?
Sri Lanka?
Yeah, I'm speaking here,
Can you,
low coverage. That's the problem.
Okay,
can
okay.
you please repeat
I have got it.
Can you please repeat your sentence, Smile?
Yeah, I
Sri
said
Lanka
that-
is trying to revamp his, economy.
Sorry?
Can you please repeat your sentence?
It's economy.
I think we're
Sri
having a
Lanka
problem.
is trying to revamp its economy.
Right. Sri Lanka is trying to revamp its economy. That's correct. Thank you for your sentence.
Pooja
So,
Pathak.
any more example?
Yeah,
My
Pooja
father
Pathak.
revamp our old home.
My father revamped our old home. Right. It means his father renovated their home, their old home. Right. So I think we shall proceed to our last word, our 10th word for tonight. Okay, so I think everyone's familiar with this word, liberty. Let's check the pronunciation if we pronounce it correct.
Liberty. Liberty. Liberty.
All right, so it is liberty. So what is liberty? Liberty is a noun which means personal freedom from oppression. So the synonyms of the word liberty are freedom, privilege, autonomy, and liberation. So example sentence. India is a country where people live in liberty. India is a country where people live in liberty. Okay. Are you ready for your sentence example?
Yeah,
Anyone?
I'm ready. Yes.
Yes, Juhi. Come.
Yeah. My manager has given her so much liberty that she doesn't work at all.
All right. My manager has given her so much liberty that he doesn't work at all. Correct. Any other example?
We should give liberty
Everyone has their
dreams.
in their culture.
Can you please repeat simile?
Every person have their own liberty to follow their culture.
All right. Every one of us has the liberty to follow our culture, right? Sakshi, do you have any other example?
Actually, I can't understand this word.
Okay, liberty means freedom. It's basically freedom.
From personal freedom. Okay.
Yeah, it means freedom, independence, privilege, autonomy, liberation.
Every girl should have the liberty to go out and have fun.
Correct. Every girl should have the liberty to go out and have fun. Correct, Juhi. So, Sakshi,
Pooja
do you
Pathak.
have any example?
We should give budget to our generation so that they can follow their dreams.
We should give liberty to our children so that they can follow their dreams. Is it right?
Yes, correct.
Instead of children, I told generation. Generation. I told
Sorry,
generation
Pooja.
instead of children. I told generation instead of children.
All right.
We should. I repeat.
Can I?
I'm repeating.
Yeah,
I'm
please.
repeating.
Can
Yep.
you please repeat? Yeah.
Yeah, Pooja,
Students.
please repeat. Once again, Sakshi. Sakshi, once again. Pooja, please repeat your sentence again.
Yes, my sentence was that we should give liberty to our generation so that they can follow their dreams.
All right. So that's correct. Thank you, Pooja, for explaining the sentence. So, any more question or any other example before we proceed to the quiz?
Can I?
Sure, Sakshi.
Students have liberty to study.
Of course, students have liberty to study, and it's also their responsibility. Thank you, Sakshi. So, is there any question about our 10 vocab words we have discussed?
No.
All right, so shall we proceed to the quiz?
I have a doubt. I just want to repeat that word possession once again for me, if you can.
Sure, Pooja, go ahead.
Possession. I want to know about the word, more about possession, how to use it.
All right, possession. Let's check the word possession. All right. We have discussed that possession is a noun, which means keeping in hold or control. So it is something that we possess. So synonyms are control, hold, seize, and capture. So the example is, this locket is my most prized possession. It is something that we possess. So the other example is, man's best possession is a loving wife.
Can you tell me something? Joe? Are you listening me?
Yes, actually.
I have told an example for this. Was it correct?
Can you repeat your sentence example?
We should have possession on our anger.
We should have possession.
Possession on our anger.
Possession on our anger.
Yeah, was that correct?
Do you mean we have? Do you mean possession of our anger? Do you mean we have to possess our anger, or do we?
Yeah.
Or do you mean we have to contain our anger? So it is grammatically correct. Yeah.
Okay.
It is grammatically.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks.
Yeah. All right, Sakshi. Any other question?
No.
All right, so I will start the quiz now.